Welcome back to Overnight Israel. The Pope has passed away last night, and Israel's foreign ministry posted a simple message mourning the death of Pope Francis. Rest in peace, Pope Francis. May his memory be a blessing. Then it was deleted a few hours later. But not only that, Israeli embassies around the world were quietly told to pull down any similar messages and not to sign any condolence books at the Vatican embassies. No explanation was given, just a quiet order. Israeli diplomats said that this makes us look very bad. So why did they delete it? Well, maybe it has something to do with the fact that Pope Francis claimed that Jesus was a Palestinian, not a Jew. Or maybe it's because he was speaking almost daily with the Christian church in Gaza. Or maybe it was the fact that he called the war against terror in Gaza a genocide, or all of the above. It might seem like he was just being a good pope, trying to unite everyone, but certain things like associating with Israel's enemies and speaking out against Israel was a red line. And while we're at it, when is the Vatican going to return all of the Jewish artifacts that they stole? Today, several hundred people gather inside the Sepulchre Church in Jerusalem to attend a ceremony to honor the Pope. Meanwhile, Itamar Ben-Gvir is on his first official visit to the U.S. He has originally come to the U.S. with not many scheduled meetings, but in the end, his calendar is beginning to fill up. Last night, he attended a dinner held in his honor at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. Trump wasn't there, but that didn't stop Ben-Gvir from making his voice loud and clear, in Hebrew, no less. He met with top GOP figures, including House Majority Whip Tom Emmer and dozens of powerful business leaders. He's also been invited to speak to members of Congress and some senators as well. During the dinner, Ben-Gvir got up to say a few words. First, he said he loves America. America loves you too, Benny. And on behalf of America, thank you. Then he went on to say that terrorists in Israeli prisons have been getting the VIP treatment, showers, canteen access, even special visits. And according to him, those days are over. He's already made many changes, and he brought these things up as ideas for the U.S. on how to deal with these kinds of prisoners. Earlier that day, he toured a Miami police station, met with Jewish community leaders. There was also plans to meet Homeland Security officials, but that meeting was quietly canceled along with many others. Ben-Gvir is a divisive character in Israel, and nobody's in the middle when it comes to him. They either love him or they hate him, kind of like mayonnaise. It has been 18 months since October 7th, yet just today, police discovered an unexploded bomb in an open field near Netivot, one left behind by Hamas during the October 7th attack. Think about that. It's been more than 500 days since the attack, and this thing was just sitting there, missed, forgotten, untouched. Someone simply spotted a suspicious-looking bag, and boom, inside was an active explosive. Bomb squad was called in, the area was secured, and it's now being examined further. The big question is if there are any more out there waiting to be found. If you do find them, please don't bring them home, if that wasn't already obvious. And then there's the boring political chaos happening in the Israeli kindergarten. I mean Knesset. This week, Shin Bet chief Ronen Bar filed a legal affidavit accusing Prime Minister Netanyahu of trying to manipulate his criminal trial. Bar says that Netanyahu asked him to lie, to claim that there were national security concerns that would prevent the Prime Minister from testifying in court. Bar supposedly refused, and now a major watchdog group is demanding a full criminal investigation into the Prime Minister for obstruction and breach of trust. I'm getting so sick of all this court case drama, I cannot even begin to explain. At the same time, inside the war cabinet, things are just falling apart. Finance Minister Smotrich got into a screaming match with IDF Chief of Staff Eyal Zamir over who controls humanitarian aid going into Gaza. Smotrich wants the IDF to take full control to ensure that Hamas doesn't get a single box of that aid. Zamir said that aid distribution isn't the army's job. Smotrich said, "You don't choose your missions. Do it, or we will find someone else who will." And then, during that same meeting, when Shin Bet chief Ronen Bar was about to speak, Smotrich got up and walked out, said that he had to use the bathroom, and only came back when Bar was finished. The sheer pettiness of government officials is unmatched. Yair Lapid says that Netanyahu government doesn't have what it takes to win the war, and the truth is, I literally don't know anyone who thinks that Lapid does either. So yeah, maybe the Knesset really is just a kindergarten. So let's wrap this up. The foreign ministry is deleting condolences to the Pope. Bombs from October 7th are still being discovered. The Prime Minister is facing calls for criminal investigation. Ministers are walking out of meetings like children. And meanwhile, the hostages are still in Gaza. And our enemies are bothering even Mahmoud Abbas from the Palestinian Authority, as he called Hamas sons of dogs. wouldn't that also make them dogs? Also, what about daughters of dogs? Where's the inclusivity here? This has been Overnight Israel. Please like, comment, share this broadcast. It helps us know that you're actually enjoying it and gives us the strength to continue. And also, if you hate it, let us know. We won't bite. I'm Simcha Brodsky for JFeed.com. See you tomorrow.